Good morning and welcome to part 4 of the complete Nicolas Cage collection. So I've got a nice pile of Blu-rays in front of me there, and also I can confirm that we have now completed the Nicolas Cage collection to date. Anyway, it's still releasing new films, so we'll add it as we go along. So basically what we're doing now is just trying to upgrade films as we go along in the series and just basically better the collection. So we've got a mixture here of items. So the first one being Outcast. So this is an upgrade on the DVD that we currently have in the collection. So yep, I paid a couple of pounds for this, really cheap. So yep, really happy with that. Good film. The next one is a new edition, so not released in the UK, so I had to order this online, but this is Arcadian, one of his newer ones. Not seen it yet, but I'll give it a blast. So this is a Scandinavian copy, but obviously it's multi-region, so it will play, and obviously the language is in English, so happy with that. The next one is the Kill Chain film. Okay, again, this is like a multi-region copy, not released in the UK on Blu-ray, and this was the last one that I was missing in the collection. So yeah, really happy with this. Again, the case on the back is not in English, however it's multi-region and the language is English. But if it's the only place where we can get it, we have to just go with the flow. Not really happy with these slim Blu-ray cases, however it's the only option available. I think Renfield was also in a slim Blu-ray cases. I like a bit of uniformity on the shelf. So yep. The next one is The Surfer. So this is brand new, released in the UK. Again, not watched it yet, but it's definitely on the to watch list. This is a UK version, so yeah, really happy with that. Hopefully be a good watch. Next one is a upgrade. So we currently had World Trade Center on DVD, 1-disc edition. So this is a nice upgrade on Blu-ray, 2 discs, really nice condition inside. So yep, give that a rewatch at some point. Really nice metallic coating on the sleeve there. Next one is my first Nicolas Cage steelbook. Now this was an absolute bargain. I do watch on eBay every now and again. I've got saved searches for certain Nicolas Cage films. This retails for about £30, but I managed to get this for £9, so really happy. And like I said, my first steelbook, brand new sealed, absolute bargain, and that will be upgrading the DVD copy that we've already got. And then the final pickup, again purchased off eBay, another really good bargain, is Face Off on the steelbook, one of my favourite Nicolas Cage films. Came in this nice bonus protective sleeve, so yeah, really happy with the pickups. So I'll get those on the shelf shortly. I've also ordered The Rock on Blu-ray. That'll be arriving hopefully this week, and then we'll assess where we're at with the collection and see if we can find some more upgrades, additions, steelbooks, etc. for the next part of the episode. Good afternoon. We are in a very disorganised game room at this moment in time. I am just updating the Nicolas Cage collection. So yeah, this arrived in the post today, The Rock. So I thought I'd add it onto the rest of this video. Okay, so The Rock slips in just there. That was the film made after leaving Las Vegas. Okay, I've positioned the films slightly different. I did have them from top to bottom, but I've gone from left to right now. I've only got 2 of these units, as you can see. If I zoom out, okay, I'll zoom back in. Okay, so we start at the top left. First ever film, Fast Times at Ridgemont High. And then obviously we scroll over to the right and they are all in order that they were made. Okay, so new additions, we added the Wilder Arts, so that sits nicely there. The Rock, which I've just mentioned, Con Air and Face Off there. Okay, so The Rock and Face Off being the new additions. Really happy with Face Off there. And then we move along and we get to World Trade Center 1 there, all the way across, back down. Okay, Outcast was a new addition, as in an upgrade. Scrolling across, all the way down to his current films, where we added Arcadian, Kill Chain, which was there, okay, and The Surfer. Now, The Surfer slips in just before Longlegs, even though Longlegs was released in the UK before The Surfer was actually made before it, so that's why I've done it there. And then we kind of stop there. I've got my Mandy Funko Pop there, Red Miller, and obviously we've got room to grow as we go along. So that is all of them. I've got all of them now. Going forward, I would like to upgrade as many as possible to Blu-ray. However, that is not going to happen. I'm not going to actively look for Blu-rays on items that I know were never released in the UK on Blu-ray. Stuff like The Boy in Blue, Peggy Sue Got Married, Deadfall, Guarding Tess and stuff like that. You'll probably find them around the world, but I'm trying to keep this British UK rating based. I've only got a couple that are not. Amos and Andrew, that's an American NTSC, I think you pronounce it. So yeah, that's where we're at. However, I'm still going to be upgrading. Okay, I'm currently watching a Matchstick Men on Blu-ray. Ant Bully, I'm going to pull the trigger on that and get that ordered shortly, because that is like a cheap £3 Blu-ray. Okay, moving along, chose another one that's slightly more expensive. That is £8. Okay, Army of One, Pay the Ghost. They're easy finds. However, Inconceivable is not. I quite like this because it's in a nice little box set, but you cannot get that box set on a Blu-ray. Okay, moving down, the Humanity Bureau. That's another easy one to find on Blu-ray, nice and cheap as well. I was struggling with 211. I think that was just a DVD release Okay, Primal, I've seen that on Blu-ray but not UK released. And then moving down to the later ones, so I've only actually got The Old Way and Sympathy for the Devil. Now this one I can get on Blu-ray, sorry, not Blu-ray, 4K, but not on Blu-ray. I know 4K Blu-ray is the same kind of thing, but it comes in a steelbook and it is quite expensive. I think it's £26, but I do like the artwork very much, so I might get that. So yeah, that's where we're at. These are the ones that I pulled out. Okay, so these have all been upgraded. These will be sold on eBay or any other selling site that I can sell them on, and the money will be used to purchase the upgrades. So that's it for this video. We've completed the collection, however it's still making movies and there's still upgrades to be done, so there will be another video. So I will catch you in the next one. Goodbye.